You know, when I think about Missouri, I think of really good hunting. You know, this time of year, I think about turkey hunting. And when you think about turkey hunting, you think about turkey calling. And when you think about turkey calling, you think about calling contests. Missouri has got a rich history of turkey callers and calling contests.
Mark Drury, Walter Parrott,
Jeff Probst, we got Billy Argus,
Chris Perry, Steve Stoltz,
Keith Wally.
Some of the top name callers in the world right here. You know, I remember spending a lot of time in Gene Guy's basement, me and Russell and so many others, that we were trying to become better turkey hunters and better turkey callers, and we was sharing our stories. We had a lot of fellowship there. I had a real good mentor with Russell Robertson. He used to come down to my dad's gas station and he asked me to go hunting with him, and I was all fired up. I always had a drive to want to hunt. Russell also took me to a few turkey calling contests with the NEMO chapter. You know, I was a part of that as a kid growing up. I was probably 16 years old when that got started, and they started having turkey calling contests. And I'll never forget, I went to the Admiral Koontz Armory, right where we're going to have our calling contest at this year. And I was walking around and I looked at all the different booths and stuff, and I went and I sat down in a chair, and a guy came up behind me, came up from behind me, and he sat down in front of me, and I had no idea who he was, but he started yelping on a mouth call. And from that point on, I wanted to get that good. I wanted to sound exactly like a turkey, and I worked at it. I worked hard. Russell come up and he sat down beside of me, and he always talked to me. He always called me boy. He said, "Well, boy, what do you think?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "There was a guy sitting here a minute ago." I said, "I never heard anybody yelp on a mouth call that sounded that much like a turkey." He said, "Really?" He said, "Who was it?" And I said, "I have no idea." And he said, "Well, point him out." And I got to looking around, and up by the stage, I got to looking up there, and I'm like, there he is right there. He had a beard and everything. And Russell said, "Well, boy, that's Walter Parrott. He's Grand National Champion." He said, "He ought to sound like a turkey." And I don't think anybody in the industry has ever, to this day, done an assembly yelp as good as Walter does. When he's on his game and he does an assembly yelp, it's as good as it possibly gets, as much like a turkey as it could possibly get. And that's what I wanted to sound like, and that's what drove me to continue to call and to yelp and try to sound as good as I could possibly sound, even though all I was a hunter.
For me, a calling contest is a place where you learn, and that's really been our focus on this contest in general. We want everybody to learn from the contest at every level. So what's that mean for a youth or a hunter? Well, that means you're going to get to hear some of the best calling around. You're going to hear some great calling in the open and friction divisions. You're going to be judged by Grand National winners, world champions, and just guys that have turkey hunted for 30, 40 years. And you can't beat having that knowledge in one room that you can literally go and hear and almost touch. You know, all these guys are going to be around for a little while. Guys are going to get to visit with them, see what they did good, see what they did bad, and really the overall goal is to become a better turkey caller. And if you're a better turkey caller, you're probably going to be a better turkey hunter, and that's really one of the main goals for me on this contest. Now for the pros, this is a perfect opportunity to warm up for Nashville. When you're done with this contest, you're going to know exactly where you stand, what you need to work on, or what you just need to keep on doing right and take to the stage in Nashville.
You know, going over to Gene Guy's house and spending that time with Russell and all the other guys, trying to learn how to become a better turkey hunter and a better turkey caller, and sharing those stories, just having that fellowship with a group of people that are just like me. I mean, wanting to be the better hunter. That's what the local chapters of the National Wild Turkey Federation is really all about. Really exciting for us to be able to bring back the NEMO chapter, that is, of the NWTF, to bring back a turkey calling contest that has so much history to it. We had so many good callers back in the days when we put on the U.S. Open or the North American Open. I remember Dick Kirby being here. Paul Butsky was here, Mark Drury, Walter Parrott, Chris Perry, Steve Stoltz. All these guys were right here for the NEMO chapter's turkey calling contest, and I look really forward, and so does the chapter, look really forward to bringing this back and trying to spark that interest in not only the turkey callers but also in the public to be able to support this and make this a thing that we can do in the future.